That's good. Good evening, everybody. I'm delighted to be here. I've read several of those books and actually had several of you on our show. Hope that we were helpful in getting the word out at the Today Show. We're so glad Oprah retired because now we get to sell the most books. All right, a little later on in this ceremony, I'm going to be heading out awards to some wonderful TV movies and some episodes of various shows. But every once in a while, the Christophers likes to honor an entire TV series because it does such a good job highlighting the ideal that it's better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. So some of the past winners include Touched by an Angel, our dear friend Roma Downey, and Blue Bloods with that sexy guy, Tom. Oh, my daughter actually did an episode of that. She was underage at a bar. I was so proud. Anyway, tonight the Hallmark Channel series When Calls the Heart is being added to that list because of its radical nature. Now, that doesn't mean the show pushes edgy content, not at all. Instead, it's radical in the sense that entire families, imagine this concept, can watch it without anybody rushing to grab the remote for fear of what might be said or seen. Something inappropriate for the kids or grandma. When Calls the Heart was inspired by the Jeanette Oke, is it Oke or Okie? Okie, thank you. Novel of the same name and stars Erin Krakow, Daniel Lissing, Lori Loughlin, have known her for 45 years and she still looks 10, and Jack Wagner. It takes place in 1910 and tells the story of Elizabeth Thatcher, a young teacher who gets assigned to the frontier town of Hope Valley. The storylines include plenty of action, adventure, and romance, but they also celebrate the power of education, making sacrifices for those that you love, and practicing your faith, something we rarely see enough of on network television, and coming together as a community. Community is also one of the reasons for the show's success, namely the online fan base known as Hearties. I love that. Earlier this year, many of them visited the show's set in Canada and met the stars and the producers. In addition, their tweeting during each episode has set new social media records. See, social media once in a while is a great thing. Social media records for the Hallmark Channel and continues to win the show more viewers as it prepares to enter its 4th season. The message of the Hearties is that people are starved for entertainment that is truly family friendly. Are you bringing me up a glass of wine? Oh, that was so sweet. No, I'm just kidding. And in an age where everybody's watching TV shows by themselves on their phones or iPads, what a lonely world we're becoming. The producers and executives behind When Calls the Heart hope that families will actually sit down together and watch it together. And that's so radical. So for all those reasons and more, the Christophers are happy to present the 2016 Christopher Spirit Award to When Calls the Heart. And accepting the awards tonight are my friends, executive producers Michael Landon Jr., Brad Crevoy, and Brian Bird, Hallmark Channel Executive Vice President of Programming and Network Publicity, Michelle Vickery, and the President and CEO of Crown Media Family Networks, Bill Abbott. I'm not sure how many of them are here with us tonight. Please come up. Please do.
Talking about a force for good in the world, Kathy Lee is exactly that. So thank you. It is truly a joy for Michelle and I to be here tonight with executive producers Brian Bird, Brad Crevoy, and Michael Landon Jr. to receive the coveted 2016 Christopher Spirit Award for Hallmark Channel's original series, When Calls the Heart. When Calls the Heart, adapted from the novel series by Christian author Jeanette Oke, airs on Sunday nights, the most competitive night in television. Yet, When Calls the Heart was a top 5 rated show on cable consistently in its 3rd season, scoring and showing how hungry TV audiences are for quality program the entire family can watch together. The series is about innocence and love, putting others first in order to create real community, and putting faith into action to create a better world. When Calls the Heart reflects the values people want for themselves and their family. Before Michelle and Brian say a few words, I'd like to close by saying the Christophers and the Hallmark brand have so much in common. beginning with an aspirational framework and mission to celebrate the very best in life every day. Father James Keller knew the role of media would be unique and far-reaching. He set high standards for the Christopher Awards and encouraged artists and storytellers across entertainment and publishing to create work that reflects positively on humanity. We are grateful for everyone associated with the Christopher's organization and the honorees this evening to receive this wonderful recognition. Thank you so much.
Not nearly big enough, so I'm gonna have to just put it down and do it by myself. Thank you, Bill, and thank you, Kathy Lee. Such an honor to work for Bill, who has been an inspiration for the Hallmark Channel and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries for 17 years together. The first, and then second to Michael Lennon Jr., who joined forces with us 14 years ago. You haven't changed a bit. Still just as handsome and just as big a force in the community and the world in bringing family-friendly, quality, inspirational television to the world. And your commitment to doing that is one of the big reasons why we are so successful. So we are so grateful to you, Michael, and his partnership with Jeanette Oak and his vision for Love Comes Softly, which is the first, I believe it's Oak, we said yes. Oak, yes, who brought that to us 14 years ago, which led to the inspiration for When Calls the Heart, and his vision for that has been one of the greatest partnerships that we've had and one of the biggest reasons for our success. So I just want to say a special thank you to you and to Brian also, and so thank you very much.
Well, on behalf of Michael, my partner, and my other partner, Brad Cravoy, we're so honored that you would honor us in this way. What a wonderful organization to sustain the great virtues in a tsunami of cultural change right now. And I will just mention one thing. One of the Hardys that you saw that picture of, and there are hundreds of thousands of them now, they are Trekkies on steroids. One of the Hardys asked me a couple weeks ago if I could come up with 3 words to describe When Calls the Heart. And what sprung to mind was 1 Corinthians 13:13. There are only 3 things that will last forever: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. That's what our show is about. The world needs it. Lord knows the world needs it. And we're just going to keep fighting and pushing that radical programming out into the culture. So thank you so much for having us.